2015. He is in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Well, welcome to this week's show. The Cornhuskers opened their home slate on a beautiful Saturday in Lincoln and defeated the Fighting Hawks of North Dakota 38-17. Took a while to get going, but you really dominated the second half of this game.
Yeah, I was disappointed in the first half. Watching the second half, I thought it started to look like we need to look, so we need more of that.
Enjoy the atmosphere in the day?
It was wonderful. We did a walk to victory all the way from the Student Union. Fans were unbelievable.
Good start to the home slate, first of 7 home games for the Big Red. When we come back, we'll check out the action from the first half of the Huskers matchup with North Dakota. That's coming up next here on the Bank of the West Husker Football Show. We're back on the Bank of the West Husker Football Show. So 7-all game at the half. Huskers had won the coin toss, deferred to the second half, so you get the ball to start the second half. And a really nice drive to begin the second half. Here, 6 plays, 75 yards.
Yeah, I got started off good. Ran a little boot and got it to Trey. You know, we really wanted to kind of pull out all the stops and attack them with our best stuff. And we really started to find a rhythm in the second half offensively, and we need to keep that up.
So this drive ends with a touchdown. Nate Borkacher, his first Husker touchdown. What a moment for the Aurora product.
This was just good scheme. Great job by Casey and Bork. Kind of motioned somebody over and put him on, and in the unbalanced set, they didn't account for the tight end, and we stepped a receiver on and got him eligible. And we're hoping it worked like that, and it did.
Back in front, 14-7. Pretty good play here by their quarterback to buy time to keep this play alive. But then you get your first sack of the season, a Garrett Nelson sack that results in a fumble.
Yeah, this was a big play, and it's great to see Garrett finally get one. You know, it took a game and a half, but I think we got the edge rushers that can make some plays like that for us, and those are big plays.
Bit of a busted play here.
This was supposed to be another boot, and the snap was bad, and somehow AG ended up with it and made lemonade out of lemons, so led to points to us. And sometimes players just have to make plays. He did a great job.
Timmy Bleak Road makes the field goal from 46. You're up by 10 now. A run bust here puts them in business.
Yeah, this is stuff we have to clean up. 2 really experienced players, one blitzing, and he's supposed to slow down and play back to quarterback, and with the tight end swaying back, our will back are supposed to fall back a little quicker, and that's a simple scheme that we see 100 times, and we can't make that mistake.
Buford, though, saves the touchdown with a tackle. They get a field goal at 17-10, and then here's one that Casey would like back.
Yeah, I don't think he saw him. You know, we put ourselves in a long third down, which isn't an ideal situation. They dropped 8. That's where the ball was supposed to go. It was just supposed to be in a window, and after scoring 10 straight points to start the half, it kind of deflating to then give up 10 straight.
Yeah, you go back to work offensively. Really good drive finish it off with this electrifying run from Anthony Grant.
Yeah, once he gets on the second level, he's got a chance to make big plays. It was a really patient run here. We did a good job staying on our blocks up front, and you know, it wasn't a huge hole, but he just did a good job staying alive. The offensive line did a good job of finishing. Really smart play by Omar here to block behind the ball, and that kind of broke it open for us.
Anthony ends up with 189 for the game on 2 touchdown scores. Then we hit kind of a series of 3 and outs each side. And I'm sure your defense was motivated after the run bust on the previous drive to shut things down a little bit. Huskers, though, unable to do much with their possession, so you're just kind of back and forth here for a few possessions in the game.
Yeah, not everything's going to work, but I thought, again, we had better rhythm, mix and run and pass offensively. Defense really, except for the short field, I thought played really well in the second half. So we were a lot more of a complete team in the second half of the football game, and we need a whole game like that.
There's O'Shawn Mathis with the sack, hopefully the first of many. This may have been the biggest play of the game. A deep in your own end, third down, you can throw it up to Trey.
Yeah, I was shocked we didn't get at least a late hit, if not a targeting on the play before, put us in a 3rd and long, and Trey kind of bailed us out with a really good individual play, and that set up this drive.
Good move by Alante Brown to pick up some yards, and then A.J. Allen, who's really showing off that he's a talented back, gets in the end zone.
Yeah, first one of many. We got a lot of talented backs, and I talked about it at the press conference, that a lot of them that deserve to play. AJ is going to be really good, so it's going to be hard to decide who we're handing it to.
Up now 31-17. Defense gets locked in. They go for it on this drive, 4th down at their own 33. An incomplete pass gives you a short field, and your offense continues to go to work with a nice drive. But a good job of the defense of shutting off a 4-play drive right there.
I thought that was a great play by Tommy Hill. You know, that would have been a completion had he not finished the play, and that's just good fight to the end of the play. This was really good to see. You know, we didn't do anything fancy here. We just came off the ball and tried to move them. And then ran a little naked here to get Chance in the end zone.
So Chancellor Brewington with his first catch of the year results in a touchdown, and the Huskers put their last points of the game on the board. Nebraska winning at 38-17, 31-point second half for the Big Red to even their record up at 1-1. We're back with more of the Bank of the West Husker football show coming up next. Welcome back to the Bank of the West Husker football show. Nebraska played on a spectacular Saturday, the first Saturday of September, against the Fighting Hawks of North Dakota. Great day. The first game for a lot of your players, and they get the football to start the game. They don't score, but they chewed a lot of clock up in this first drive of the game.
Yeah, we kind of figured that would be their strategy, to try to milk the clock as much as they could, and the more first downs they got, the more time they were able to take off. So I thought they were a well-coached team and did a good job with the game plan.
Saw Garrett get a deflection on a pass. You did deflect, I think, 3 passes from your defensive line, which is almost as good as a sack because you bat something down. But again, they just chipped away at you. You get the ball back, and you have put together a terrific drive. 8 plays, 87 yards.
Yeah, after the first drive, I was really confident in the offense, and we only got 4 possessions in the first half. AG had a special day. When we get him on the second level, he's hard to tackle, and he did a good job finishing it off.
Nice little run here for 7. You lead 7-0 in this game. Your defense comes out and gets a 3-and-out, facing North Dakota the second time that they saw them. A couple nice plays defensively, and then this drive ends with a deflected punt that actually moves forward about 20 yards. But Javen Wright, a guy that I know you've been excited about, he's had so many health issues, was able to get the deflection on the punt coming up here.
Yeah, the kids call him Buddha. Javen Wright is a really good player. He's had some unfortunate breaks with health issues. This is unacceptable. You know, we can't make mistakes on special teams, and we've gone over that a bunch of times. So we can't have mistakes made on special teams.
Take a shot here, get an interference penalty, but this drive's going to end with a sack fumble. Casey gets hit here, and North Dakota picks up the loose ball.
Yeah, we had a tackle overset. Teddy's not as comfortable on the right as he is on the left. But there's things we can do to help with that, and we got to be a little more careful with the ball when we start to get it in the scoring zone to make sure we're finishing dry.
No harm, though. 3-and-out for North Dakota. Your defense, that's the second straight 3-and-out, so they kind of felt like they fit in right here in this thing. Then you have your first offensive penalty of the game with a legal shift here. The first one of the season for your offense to start this drive.
Yeah, our receivers got to get out and get set whenever there's motion, and we talk to them about having firm feet all the time and getting their feet in the ground and being set, and we didn't do a good job of that.
You allow a sack that gives them the football back. They then have it. You still have this 7-0 lead. There's a legal hands to the face penalty on UND here that wipes out their drive. So you're kind of in a series of punts at this point in time of the game. You get the ball back, and you're able to move the ball into their territory. This is a pretty good drive that ends up with no points after the missed field goal.
Yeah, I was happy with the 2 tight ends, Brew and Bork, that both got a lot of playing time with Travis out. Thought they did a good job. I want to see more of this from Casey. You know, he's a capable runner, and there's times when he's going to be able to win us some games with his feet.
And kicking into the wind, Timmy just didn't hit it quite right. So you come up with no points, even though it was a pretty good drive in this game. So it's a 7-all football game, and your defense, another deflected pass there by the guys up front.
Yeah, great play by Caleb there. I thought the edge rushers were tenacious and just kept coming and were disruptive.
This drive, Coach, took almost 7 minutes off the clock for them. It ran the half basically out.
Yeah, you know, and at the end of this drive, we had 3 timeouts, they had 2, and I kind of figured they had enough timeouts and time to score if they needed to, so I was trying to get us the ball back. They ended up getting a first down on the 2, but they had burned their timeouts and trying to get us to jump off sides. Would like to see us finish that drive a different way than giving up 7.
So they tie it up right before halftime, 7-all game. Huskers only had the ball 4 times in that first half. A lot to get to in the second half. We'll get to that coming up next. Welcome back to the Bank of the West Husker football show. Recently, our Jessica Cootie spent some time with Husker captain Travis Vokolek on the golf course. Let's take a look.
How'd you get into golfing?
So my dad, huge into golf, been playing with him for a long time. Introduced it to me when I was a younger kid, probably around like 10. I was out in the yard, you know, Tiger Woods is my favorite player. I was out in the yard wearing my Sunday red, even if it was raining all the time, out there just practicing swinging and stuff. So I've been playing for a long time, and I've been trying to get more guys into it with me. Just to come out here, enjoy the weather, you know, enjoy the course. Come out here, hang out, and you know, just be with the boys and play some golf.
Are you pretty good off the tee?
I try to be, yeah. It's not always straight, but it goes pretty far.
Some athletes are competitive, don't like golf because it's such a hit or miss game.
Yeah.
But you seem pretty chill. You get frustrated out here ever?
Oh yeah.
Break any clubs?
Yeah, you can ask Austin and Lane, you know. There's been a couple rounds where I've thrown a couple clubs and snapped a couple clubs, and you know, I got to watch my language out here because a lot of the time, you know, when there's a bad shot, some things come out that shouldn't come out. But you know, we have a great time out here, and that's what I love about golf. You know, it's hit or miss. So if you miss a shot, you know, you chunk it, you top it right in front of you. You got to, you know, think about it, get rid of it, and move on to the next shot, and that's a beautiful thing about it.
And then the next one's good, and it keeps you coming
Yep,
back.
Exactly, and then it's addicted and you're hooked.
What was it like growing up as a coach's kid?
Yeah, it's different. You know, my dad always told me, you know, other coaches, other people are going to look at you a little different growing up as a coach's kid because the expectations are so much higher with a dad being a college coach. But you know, I've loved it. It's taught me a lot. You know, my dad is, you know, my role model. I've said that multiple times. He's taught me how to be a man, and you know, he's taught me what college football is all about. You know, how it works and stuff like that. And you know, I've really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna try and get into coaching myself when I'm done playing. So I think I'm right in the sprinkler.
Uh-oh.
What was that? Oh, hey, anyway you make it, doesn't matter. You got a bunch of people staring at you to make like just like a 3 or 5 foot putt is a lot of pressure. And then when you're playing a football game, you don't even notice like the crowd or anything. So it's pretty crazy. Gotta love it though. Gotta love it.
Transferred here, you know, you think about all your time here, what you've been able to accomplish, and going into your final season and the golf, all of it. How much have you enjoyed your time in Nebraska?
I've loved it so much, and it's crazy. It's gone by so quick. You know, even though this would be my 4th year here, and it being my 6th year total in college, it was just crazy to think about. It's flown by so quick. You know, I've made, you know, great friends here. I've met great people, made a lot of connections, and I've loved it so much. And I'm very grateful and thankful for everyone here, you know, with the coaches and all the people I've met. So I've really enjoyed it.
It was a beautiful afternoon for the Huskers to open the home slate of their 2022 football schedule. Let's take a look back with our Hy-Vee sounds of the game.
Today's game while trying to reestablish their body clocks back to Central Time. What kind of toll will that take on this football team? Well, we're going to start to answer that question just here in a few minutes. Grant gets a handoff. Stutter steps his way to the 15, cuts to the outside. Wow, 10, 5, touchdown. Anthony Grant, an electrifying move at the 19-yard line, and he scoots in there for 6 points. Snap back to Casey. Play actions out of this look. Looking to take a shot down the field. Looking for Palmer. He has him out there near midfield. Makes a catch at the North Dakota 45. Knocked down at the 41-yard line. Gets the snap. Play actions. Depth throws down the middle field. Pass caught. Barkacher touchdown. Nebraska. Nate Barkacher's first career Husker touchdown. 2 to the near side. 1 to the far side. Turn. Give it off to Grant. He picks his way inside the 45, passes to the outside, 40, 35, 30, foot race now, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Nebraska. North Dakota came in and fought, and I figured they would. They came in and battled hard, had it tied 17-all, and as Nebraska beats The Hawks today 38-17.
Up next for the Huskers, Georgia Southern comes to town, a night game at Memorial Stadium, so now another week of prep ready for you.
Yeah, more of a normal week, which will be nice for our kids, get a little more rested. Georgia Southern came off a really big win Saturday, so we got to be ready. We got to prepare well.
All right, have a good week.
Thank you.
We're back to view that game for you with next week here on the Bank of the West Husker Football Show. My thanks to the entire Husker Vision crew and to you for watching. We'll see you again here next week.